Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back. My name is Natalie. If this is the first time that you're watching my videos, thank you for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share here on this channel, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. So in this video, we are going to talk about the upcoming week astrology. We'll be talking about October 9 to 15, 2023. This week is a big week because we are in the eclipse season energy already, and by the end of this week we are welcoming our first of the two eclipses that is going to happen for us. It will be our annular solar eclipse in Libra, and I'll make a separate videos to talk about it, and it will be posted in the next few days. So sometime in this coming week, pay attention. I'll talk about it. And this week we also have a lot of Scorpio energy. And yes, we're still in Libra season, but that Scorpio energy is definitely sipping in, and it's pretty potent this week as well. All right, let's dive into it. On 11th or 10th, depending where you are in the world, so Tuesday, Wednesday, today, the planet of Pluto stationed direct at 27 degrees in Capricorn. So it will be Hong Kong time, October 11 morning 9:10 p.m. a.m. or Eastern time it will be October 10th 9:10 p.m. So just the time according to where you are in the world. Pluto is going to station direct. This is the second to the last time that Pluto will be in Capricorn. So Pluto will enter Aquarius early next year 2024 for a few months, and then Pluto will retrograde, and Pluto will retrograde back into just the last degree, the 29 degree, the energetic degree, the most potent degree in Capricorn for a couple months in 2024. Towards the end, it will be September to November, so just a couple of months to really wrap up, to finish this 15 years transit that Pluto has been in Capricorn. So it's quite important, it's potent, it's powerful. We are really at the tail end of that Pluto and Capricorn transit. So Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. For the past 15 years, Pluto has been giving you deep transformational moments in your life regarding to your Capricorn house. So take a look, see what that house is for you. You have been transforming, learning, growing, evolving with matters in that house. And we're at the end of it. Maybe you're finally at getting some clarity, or having a path or direction as to how you want to move forward with the matter that is regarding to that house, the Capricorn house in your own natal chart. This can be you really looking back and wow, you're a totally different person from where you were, what you were doing since 2008. Everyone will feel this energy probably differently because you all have your own unique natal chart, and the house that Capricorn govern might be different. So take a look and see. But Capricorn has been retrograding since May 1st, and from first degree Aquarius it went back to Capricorn, and now it's at the 27 degrees of Capricorn. So take a look and see what that means for you. I'm not too sure if you all feel the same way, but I feel like ever since Pluto retrograde back into Capricorn, we have less of those AI news, breaking moments or news coming out. Because remember those 3 months from March to June when we have Pluto dipping into Aquarius, we have some crazy news about the ChatGPT. There's this whole movement where people were posting AI art of themselves on IG. I remember seeing it. Wow, everyone's just posting it. And not that we have none of those right now, it's just more quiet. It's like it went back to the back burner while the past few months when Pluto is back in Capricorn. But in the fourth one, we see more Capricorn theme. It's been playing out in the news around the world, you know, that news or events centering governments around the world, the leaders, system, the top bunch, that top little percentage of the world, you know, things has been happening to them. There's news about them. It's about our maybe, you know, not all good. Sometimes they're bad news, right? It's about maybe the rich and the poor, right? The gap and our finance system, you know, all those stuff. We equality, inequality. We have been hearing a lot of those for the past few months, and right now Pluto is going to station direct in Capricorn, and by early next year in January, Pluto will go back, re-enter Aquarius for a little bit, and for the last time, Pluto will go back to the last degree of Capricorn, tie some loose and finish up all the lessons that we have to learn. We have to transform, transmute in the Capricorn house for the last couple of months. So quite important, and probably very important for some of us, especially if you have any planets degree in the last degrees in Capricorn or cardinal energy. So take a look and see. And also the day that that Pluto station direct is just loud and volatile, okay, because we have Pluto squaring the nodes of faith, North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. And on top of that, Mars is in Libra, conjuncting the South Node. And then Mars' sister, Eris, the goddess of discord, is conjuncting the North Node in Aries. So wow, Pluto is squaring not just North Node and South Node, but also Eris and Mars. So I really don't want any bad news to come up around the world this coming week, but the astrology is screaming for that. Let's pray and let's hope for the best, but it's a very loud and volatile aspect that we have in the sky, and it's just before our annular solar eclipse in Libra as well. So I'm not trying to create fear or fearmonger, but I'm just telling you what the aspect can be about. So the South Node in Libra conjuncting Mars. This is we trying to solve things, resolve things through non-violent way, because Mars in Libra is more of a peace seeker, right? They want to communicate. They want to see if we can resolve it through maybe negotiation, maybe for some this is through the justice system, right? The law, the legislation. But then Eris conjuncting North Node in Aries is like, no, enough of that. I'm not getting what I want, and I'm not scared to flip the table, speak my truth, and start some chaos and start something, right? I mean, in the myth of Eris, Eris did kind of started the Trojan War, but you know that's a long story. You can go and Google about it and research about it. But Eris is that energy, is she knows what she wants, and she knows what she deserves, and she's not afraid to speak her truth, to claim her space, to get that seat at the table, because in her eye, everyone should have the right to receive what they want. So this can be this really strong push and pull energy. And yes, this can be manifest in the collective around the world, right? The world leaders feeling this aspect. What's gonna happen, right? And what's the collective gonna do, right? And also within your personal world, this can be something that you've been going through, a situation, a relationship, a money matter, right? Or maybe you're fighting a lawsuit, or related to the law. Or this can be small things too. This can be you fighting with your partner or a friend or family member, and this is you not suppressing your feelings, your emotion. You're not keeping the peace anymore. You're like, I'm gonna give you a piece of me today, right? And then maybe you can be at the receiving end where people is gonna do that to you, and then you're like, can we just talk about it? Can we not be so like volatile, right? So this can be that kind of energy too. It's not like everybody's just gonna flip the table and go to war and start some chaos. I mean, maybe unfortunately some of us might experience that, or the world might experience that. We don't know, but that is how the astrology is showing up for all of us. So if you know that, be mindful. If you feel like this week there's some energy that you just like feeling it, you want to move through it, maybe it's a time to really use some way to let the energy out, to let it flow, so you're not like suppressing it and let it stuck in your body, right? Maybe go out for a run, have a cold shower, or do something that you like to help you get that energy flowing as well. And on the same day, we have the Sun and Libra opposing Chiron retrograde in Aries. So this can, for some of us, add another layer of energy to what I have just mentioned, that volatile, loud aspect that we're feeling, because the sun is shining the light onto Chiron, right? This might have to do with your personal healing journey. Maybe today might bring in some wound, the past experience, trauma that you have been healing from, or maybe you have not been facing it, and today is coming loud and center in front of you. And maybe with all that aspect is happening, it might be like in your face today, and the universe is asking you, are you gonna heal? Are you gonna evolve? Or are you gonna just let it be, right? This can be for some of us, this can feel like that. Or this can also light up how far you have come, and know the deep healing work that you have been doing for yourself. And this might unlock another layer for you today as well. So everyone might feel these aspects a little bit differently. You can take a look and see how they're showing up in your own natal chart as well. On the next day, on October the 12th, the Scorpion energy continue to flow through. So if any one of you don't know, Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. Well, today on the 12th, Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio, is going back to his home sign, Scorpio. Mars is going to enter Scorpio October the 12th, 12:04 p.m. Hong Kong time, or 12:04 a.m. Eastern time. So just the time according to where you are in the world. Wow. Well, Mars is back as his home sign, feeling comfortable, powerful, right? Mars in Scorpio is that full force and fierce, passionate, intense, able to express its power to the fullest here in Scorpio. It's primal, it's fiery, it's intense. In the old days, people will physically express those Scorpio Martian energy by going to war, right? Those going to the wall, going hunting, all this physical work, all this Martian energy is very primal, right? You're hunting, you're gathering stuff, you are farming, you are sweating, right? Doing all this heavy duty work. But nowadays it's all replaced by machines. So how do we express our Scorpio Martian energy? Well, of course, we still get physical. Well, we go to the gym, we go running, we go physical. We do any physical activity that can like really express that Martian energy, right? This can be you're cooking, chopping, prepping, and sweating in the kitchen, so that can be that kind of energy too. So during this Mars and Scorpio transit, you might feel like you are feeling more pumped up. You might want to move your energy more. You might be connecting to your body, to any physical activities that you like to do, right? And during this time, you can also feel that your emotion, your passion is more fired up, right? You might be really wanting to do something, right? There's this creative this creative project that you're so passionate about. You're just going full force and just like go and assert your energy through that as well. But of course, Mars in Scorpio can be that plotting and planning in the background and the shadow energy as well. Not in a shady way though, hear me out. So Mars in Scorpio is very precise. They know what they want, and they it's very clear to them, right? Mars in Scorpio, you really don't want to mess with anyone with Mars in Scorpio, or Scorpio in general. But not in a bad way. It's just that Mars in Scorpio, they're very zoned in, and they know their target, and they are not going to just go jump on the gun and go full force right at it, right? Mars in Scorpio is that hunting energy, right? That primal hunting energy where you saw your target. You're not gonna jump, you're gonna observe, you're gonna wait, you're gonna plan, and wait for the exact right timing, and then you'll be like, boom, zoom in, attack, got it, done, right? So that is that kind of Martian energy when this is in Scorpio. So you might be able to use this transit to really help you to construct a plan, to plot something. Hopefully it's something good, not hurting anyone. But this can definitely be a good planning, strategizing transit to help you if you are planning a business, right? When you're scouting for a new location, new home, or relocating, right? There's a lot of things that you need to do, right? When you want to plan something, this can be a very constructive energy as well. So maybe you can use this transit to really help you to channel that into whatever you're doing in some areas of your life as well. So during this transit, like I said, you might have that, you might experience that yourself, or people around you might be expressing that energy to you. I am a Scorpio sun. I do have a lot of planets in Scorpio. So one of the things I know is that I do tend to I don't just go jumped in. Sometimes I do, because I do have other planets energy and other signs, but sometimes I will zone in, know what I want, but I'll make sure I plan everything, I know what to do, and then I'll wait for the right time to strike, right? So that can be your energy as well. And perhaps this can be, I did that before too, I don't want to announce something unless I'm totally sure, right? So sometimes when I'm in the process of planning, contemplating a decision, I won't just go out and tell everybody. But then when I'm decided, I'll say it. And this might be hey, you know what? I'm relocating to another place and I'm leaving in like 6 months or 3 months, right? And then people will be like, what? How did that happen? Where did that come from, right? So during this transit, who knows? Maybe you'll be delivering this kind of news, or someone might deliver that kind of news to you as well. So see what comes up. We'll continue to talk about Mars in Scorpio in the days to come, because at the very end of its transit, there's a beautiful, powerful, potent Mars Cassimi coming up for us as well, and we'll talk about it as the time comes closer. Mars will stay in Scorpio until November the 24th. On 13, we have Mars now in Scorpio having a trine with Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So I know when we hear Mars and Saturn together in a sentence, we're a little bit like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Because in astrology, Mars and Saturn are said to be the two great malefics planet in our system, and their energy can be intense. When they come together, they can create conflicts, tension, and they can be challenging energies to work with. But today they are coming together with a trine, so it's a supportive, harmonious, helpful energy to really help us, because the Scorpio Martian energy is that fully committed energy that you're ready to just do it. I want this, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna commit. And Saturn is a long-term energy, so perhaps you have been contemplating for a long time if you want to get that piece of furniture, right? But because that furniture is going to stay in your house for a long time, right? This might be, you know, some kind of long-term plan that you have been thinking, you have been eyeing for, or maybe you have your eye on somebody for a long time and you've been wanting to ask them out on a date or bring the relationship to the next level. Well, today is the day to commit, right? Or this is you committing to a goal, a project, a new habit, or learning a new skills, right? Or changing up something that is not just, you know, for a week, but for a longer term. Today, Mars and Saturn is coming in to help you to really solidify it, to really give you that motivation, that determination to put in the work, to really go do it. It's like, this is it. I'm gonna commit it. I'm gonna give it my all. I'm just gonna try it. Right? Well, maybe for some this is to at least to try it, right? But for some this is really to commit it and just do it. So I love this energy for us, and of course we'll also talk about the annular solar eclipse in Libra in the next video. But for now, we're going to take a look at the universe message for all of us this week through cards. Wow, wow, wow. We have the Lovers. And we have the Tower, which is the Scorpio energy, the Plutonic energy that is coming up for us this week, right? As Pluto stationed direct. And we also have the Eight of Wands. So very potent energy. We have two major arcana. So for some, perhaps this week really with all the Pluto, Mars energy, and also the eclipse energy, something might take place. This is out of your control. Is the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call the source, they are coming in to intervene. Maybe you have been in a crossroad for a while, struggling to make a choice, struggling to decide, to commit, to do something, to make a decision, to I don't know, right? And now, ready or not, change is coming. The divine is like, enough, you're not moving, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, let me help you. Taking something away or bringing something in, right? Because Eight of Wands is that sometimes this is, when I see this card, this is the divine messenger or the divine intervention that is coming in and come along with the Tower, which is also something that needs to happen for the greater good, for your highest good, right? So this is definitely this week energy coming in. So if you feel like there's something you need to do this week, if you're not moving, the universe is gonna move it for you. So ready or not, change is coming. So, and then from the moonology, we have, oh my goodness, we have first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. And guess what? The next eclipse that is coming in is the lunar eclipse in Taurus, and it talks about release control. The main theme of eclipse season is release control, because eclipse season is when fated events might take place, right? Depending what's going on in your life, it can be fated beginnings or endings, or fated people, situation coming in or leaving your life. And sometimes the best we can do is to release control, to surrender and just let it happen, right? And even though sometimes it can be very daunting, it can be like, WTF, but later on when you look back, you'll understand why things has to happen sometimes, right? The next card we have is last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. And where is the eclipse this week taking place? Libra. So yes, there's a lot of energy this week coming in, and they're quite powerful, potent, right? We have the Pluto stationing direct. We have Mars moving into Scorpio, and we have Pluto squaring the nodes of fate and squaring Mars and Aries, and we have an eclipse coming in. Very, very powerful. And sometimes maybe things might happen around the world, something bigger than us, not just in our life, but around the world, that is out of our control, that might cause us to feel certain way, right? This is the time to take care of yourself, take care of your energy, and understand that sometimes when we cannot control, all we can do is to maybe to try to take care of ourselves. Because the last card that comes up is the oracle card for us is deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Sometimes the most selfless thing that we can do is to refill our cup, to pour back into our cup, to fill our cup. Because when you do that, then you can show up better for others, then you can take care of others better as well. So not trying to say that this week is doom or gloom and all those stuff, but we do have some tense aspect coming in. Things might happen that will be out of our control. Try your best to take the best care of yourself, right? Do what you can. If you are able to, if you have the luxury to, take it slow, right? Try to be in a place where you are responsive, not reactive, right? And take care of people around you, be gentle, and most of all, just take care of yourself as well. I hope the message helped. Feel free to comment below. Let me know how you find this video and how are you feeling. Where is the eclipse happening? And maybe where is Capricorn in your natal chart? How is this 15 years Pluto and Capricorn transit treating you? Would love to connect with you as well. And if you want to work with me, have a reading with me, all my information are in the description box below. Check it out. Follow me on IG as well. I'm over there. Sometimes I'll share some more stuff and I'll post about the event that I host as well. So check it out. Connect with me there as well. I'm wishing you all a great week ahead. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!